Hello, and welcome here to the Soul Reaver 1 and 2 Remaster collection. So, we're going to be going through both the Soul Reaver games. Let's start off with the first one, OBS. So, we're going to have this nice, lovely new HDified title screen right here with the moving faces. And I've already set all the options and stuff like that. Yes, I have. Yes, it's all set. So let's start up.
Kain is deified. The clans tell tales of him. Few know the truth. He was mortal once, as were we all. However, his contempt for humanity drove him to create me and my brethren. I am Raziel, firstborn of his lieutenants. I stood with Kain and my brethren at the dawn of the Empire. I have served him a millennium. Over time, we became less human and more divine. Kain would enter the state of change and emerge with a new gift. Some years after the Master, our evolution would follow, until I had the honor of surpassing my lord. For my transgression, I earned a new kind of reward. Agony. There was only one possible outcome. My eternal damnation. I, Raziel, was to suffer the fate of traitors and weaklings, to burn forever in the bowels of the Lake of the Dead.
Cast him in.
Tumbling, burning with white-hot fire, I plunged into the depths of the abyss. Unspeakable pain, relentless agony. Time ceased to exist. Only this torture and a deepening hatred of the hypocrisy that damned me to this hell. An eternity passed, and my torment receded, bringing me back from the precipice of madness. The descent had destroyed me, and yet I lived.
Raziel, you are worthy. I know you, Raziel. You are worthy.
What madness is this? What pitiful form is this that I have come to inhabit? Death would be a release next to this travesty.
You did not survive the abyss, Raziel. I have only spared you from total dissolution.
I would choose oblivion over this existence.
The choice is not yours.
I am destroyed.
You are reborn. The birth of one of Kain's abominations traps the essence of life. It is this soul that animates the corpse you lived in. And that, Raziel, is the demise of Nosgoth. There is no balance. The souls of the dead remain trapped. I cannot spin them in the wheel of fate. They cannot complete their destinies. Redeem yourself. Or if you prefer, avenge yourself. Settle your dispute with Kain. Destroy him and your brethren. Free their souls and let the wheel of fate churn again. Use your hatred to reave their souls. I can make it possible. Become my Soul Reaver, my angel of death.
Right, so here we are in the new remastered version of Soul Reaver 1. It plays almost identically to the original game. There's a few new quality of life improvements. A bit of a modern control, like you can use the analog stick now for Raziel in the PlayStation 1 version of Soul Reaver 1. The right stick, right analog, is now full 3D camera control, which is something that the original game never had before. I'm presuming there's like all these kind of like moves and stuff like that that I'm going to get used to again. Just hitting the buttons to see which is what. Ah, yes, so I've just hit L1 here and it's unlocked a map. The original game didn't have a map. Also, something else that I found pretty funny that I switched off at the beginning was the fact that this game has a compass. Now, Soul Reaver 2 has a compass as well, but there's really no need for it, but like it's just a funny little detail. I guess in conjunction with the map, if it says later like go to this location or go to this location, it gives you like a direction, like it's like say north of where we are right now, which is the underworld. But our objective is escape the underworld. The compass can come in handy, but I've played these games so much that I'm going to turn it off. I've also turned off the hints and stuff like that. But yeah, it's a remaster. At a click of a button, you can go between how the game originally looked. As you can see, yes, it's all new character models. The environments themselves, as you can see, have had a bit of just a high definition texture like repaint essentially. It's a repainting of a original PlayStation 1 classic. But the character model of Raziel here, he has had some nice new polygons added to him. He looks more like his the FMV intro self. Like his claws in the game are blue, and in Soul Reaver 2 they're blue, whereas if I just hit the button, they're that bony kind of thing that they were in the intro cutscene. Enough of me fanboying about the Legacy of Kain series. Let's continue onwards and get this show on the road. Raziel has a job to do, and that is revenge. So let's get to it, shall we?
These gates twist space, laying a path across great spans.
Oh, is that so? Also, a slight novelty was the fact that this HD remaster, it's made by Aspyr in conjunction with like Crystal Dynamics. Crystal Dynamics probably didn't have a lot to do with this. I mean, they made the game, don't get me wrong, but with this port, this remaster, it's probably more Embracer. The Embracer group with no, Aspyr, shall I say. Aspyr's like got their hands on the source code and stuff like that, and they've done it because I think Crystal Dynamics are fully involved with getting the new, whatever the next Tomb Raider game is, up to date. Yes, let's continue onwards.
You are weak. You must feed.
The old hunger has left me. I have no desire for blood.
You are changed. Your bloodthirst is replaced by a deeper need. You have become a devourer of souls. To sustain your strength, you must hunt the lost spirits of the underworld and consume the souls of your enemies.
So what I do want to check out actually is the controls. Yeah, so you can change the controls up a little bit more than... Aha, here we go. Right, so you can change the controls at any point that you want, which is nice. A nice little thing that the original game did not have. Soul Reaver 1 has a save at any point kind of save menu. Soul Reaver 2 does not. This remaster isn't going by emulation rules, so in Soul Reaver 2 I would have to save at save points. As you can see, souls instead of blood refill Raziel's health bar in the bottom right corner there. Now I can proceed onwards. A novelty about this remaster as well is the fact that for the first time ever, the Legacy of Kain series has trophies and achievements, and I find that pretty cool. And I am going to be hunting for a few achievements.
Your wings, though ruined, are not without purpose. Take hold of them as you leap, and they will carry you across this chasm.
Now, typically it would say hold X and hit X again to collide, but I've turned off all the hints. But for a first time player, it'll be there. There'll be other things as well, so let's have a look at the new options. Language, sound, game options, compass hints, interactable hints. So the interaction hints are literally just stuff like I've turned it off because I don't need it, but like there'll be like stuff like certain blocks and stuff like that. There's a particular puzzle in Soul Reaver 2 that stumped me as a kid, and I found a stupid way of getting around it. I kind of broke the game a little bit with what I did, but like anywho, that I've turned off because I don't need it. I don't need to. I'm confident in saying I know a lot about this game, but I like the fact that it's got like new kind of things to it, like achievements and such, and that such. I'll have something else to say after this next part.
What scabrous wretches are these?
Stua, the scavengers of the underworld. Their feral hunger has claimed countless souls, spirits who now shall never find their rest.
Hey, the little butts. I'm not going to be switching between the old graphics and the new graphics from now on. I'm just going to keep it as like this like remastered version. Something else. The game comes with photo mode, which is a pretty nice thing. You can get all up close and personal to Raziel there. Oh yeah, the novelty. What was I going to say? The novelty of achievements. I actually went back. Well, I didn't went back. I literally bought Blood Roman 1 and 2 again just to get the achievements, and I've maxed out those games with like getting like the ultimate trophies, so I've done everything in it. I even got to the HMS Bitter, and I kind of wish that I held off doing my replaythroughs of Blood Roman 2 and Blood Roman 1, because it would have been fun to do it whilst like going for achievements as well. But I didn't. I couldn't contain my excitement. I had to play Blood Roman 1 and 2 a few months ago. But now we're on to Soul Reaver, and then Soul Reaver 2, and then I will be playing Legacy of Kain Defiance, the emulated version, at one point, and who knows, if this is successful, they might do what they did with the Tomb Raider games, like just say in a year's time they might do a remastered version of Defiance, one can hope.
These portals are your conduit between the spectral and material realms. With their aid, you may gather matter and will yourself to become manifest in the physical world. This is taxing, however. Your strength must first be fully restored. You require no conduit to return to this plane. You may abandon your physical body at any time. Sustain your strength to prolong your manifestation in the physical world. If you fail to feed or absorb too many wounds, this fragile matter will dissolve.
Something else I failed to mention as well. With this, they made like new sky. Yeah, so like in the original game, you could not look up. So they've made skyboxes in this like newer version of the game. And I was going to say something else, but it's completely left my trail of thought. Oh, that was it. When like we shifted then. The game's in 60 frames per second now. So it was like initially locked to 30 frames. The Dreamcast version of the original Soul Reaver was at 60, but like this is a smooth 60 FPS game now. It might get to like 120 and unlocked frame rates on PC. I'm not too sure on that front, but it's just something to note that it's a very smooth 60 frames now.
You are young yet, Raziel. You still retain many of your vampiric weaknesses. Immersion in water, while not fatal, will dissolve your physical body, forcing your return to the spirit world. Be aware that in the spectral realm, water has neither heft nor lift. It stands as thin as air.
Now, I'm going to do something. Oh, why did I just kill myself like that? It's to show off the fact that water can burn me? Yes. So that's why Raziel died when they threw him into the abyss. It's just a swirling vortex of water. But I did that for an achievement, a trophy. I am going to be doing that a little bit in this playthrough. The trophies aren't popping up because I don't really want them to pop up during cutscenes or anything like that. I've toyed with the idea of having trophies just pop up. But like, it is kind of a little bit annoying, but I will be doing like a few unique things like that every now and then just to get like a trophy. But anyways, it's just also the fact that, yeah, Raziel will not survive if he goes into a body of water. Water bad for vampires.
What are these creatures?
Do you not recognize them? They are the children of your brother, Duma.
That's impossible. These foul, scuttling beasts could not be kin of our high blood.
Do you suppose that time stood still for you, Raziel? Much has changed since you passed from the world of men.
I knew my opponent's weaknesses, having suffered them myself. Physical wounds are fleeting. A vampire's immortal flesh begins to close as soon as it is cleaved. Vampires need only fear those wounds that impale or inflame. Water scorches like acid, and fledglings are devastated by sunlight's touch. I would have to modify my tactics to suit my foes.
Okay, Jumarim. Alright, I think I have to kill 5 of them by throwing them into water.
Unfettered from the flesh, a creature's soul fades swiftly into the spectral realm. Draw it in quickly, Raziel, or you will be compelled to follow.
I'm gonna kill the other one as well by a stupid funny mean as well. Oh, I think that guy's soul is just completely gone. I'm gonna do something that I didn't think you could do.
Your physical prowess surpasses what you knew in life. Even massive obstacles can be moved effortlessly.
Alright, thank you, Elder God. But I'm going to do something that, yeah, again, I thought, you're having a laugh, aren't you? You can't do this, but apparently you can. Apparently, You can crush them. That acts as a... Right, you can crush the guy with a block. So that's a trophy right there. I usually just like... The AI is not particularly too smart in this game, so if you stand here, sometimes they can just walk into the sunlight. So as Raziel said, with vampires in this game, you have to modify your tactics. So this room is a pretty nice training room, just to say, hey, you can dissolve them. The fledglings, like what they were, will just die if they hit sunlight. The adult vampires won't, or just impale them and then absorb their soul, or else they will, their soul like literally go back into their vampiric bodies and they will stay alive because they're basically the undead. Right. Also, you might have noticed there's something that says health power-up found and eldritch energy power-ups found. So there's secrets to be had. There's one in the underworld exit, which I'm pretty sure I have to climb to get that one. Yes. There's some other stuff. Silent Cathedral. Yes, yes. Nice. A lot of things. So what's this? Visit the Lake of the Dead is my next objective. Does it actually tell me? If I hit a button, will it actually say go this way? I think it's highlighted in green. The arrow saying I'm here. That's definitely what's going on. I have to burn 5 vampires for an achievement.
My God! The sanctuary of the clans reduced to ruin. Beyond these walls lay the pillars of Nosgoth, the seat of Kain's empire. How humble it now appeared, collapsing into the dust of its former magnificence. And yet, I had only just emerged. In the instant between my execution and resurrection, centuries had apparently passed.
This world is wrecked with cataclysms. The earth strains to shrug off the pestilence of Kain's parasitic empire. The fate of this world was preordained in an instant by a solitary man. Unwilling to martyr himself to restore Nosgoth's balance, Kain condemned the world to the decay you see. In that moment, the unraveling began. Now it is nearly played out. Nosgoth teeters on the brink of collapse. Its fragile balance cannot hold.
The doors of the sanctuary were immovable, either barred from the inside or rusted shut. I would need to find another means of entry.
Right. So we shall. Let's pick up a rock. Smash this guy. You can also grab them. Oh. Ooh, actually to get the soul. That's interesting. So that's one of them. That's 2. You can throw that. Got this old trusty spike thingy. Oh, now the game will tell you if you do that you can sneak. If you hit this button right here. And then I think... Nice. Now, just going to run along a little bit and then come back to that guy.
This, at least, had remained constant. The endlessly swirling vortex of the abyss, my tomb, and the womb of my rebirth. Though much of Nosgoth's landscape had changed, these cliffs gave me my bearings. My clan territory was to the west. I was anxious to see how my descendants had fared during the centuries of my absence.
Yes, very interesting. But let me... Ooh, actually I might be able to... Instead of like activating a warp gate, I think I'm going to do this instead. Right, so... Let's get him onto that bridge. I just pick him up. Throw him like that. Hit him a bit more. Get him up here. You know what I'm doing. Doing it for achievement. Apparently, what we have to do is grab him. Then launch him! Into the abyss he goes. And so do I.
As my agent, you are beyond death, Raziel. Your enemies cannot destroy you. If you grow too weak, however, you will always be drawn here to recover.
Right, cool.
Use your newfound talents to gain entry where you have been otherwise impeded.
I have a unique talent of not being able to die. And the fact that I can shift between realms. The spectral and material realm. It's quite a good ability to have. I've done this so that like I can get more like fire, like flame kills. And sneak attack kills, I suppose. Which I don't mind doing. Again, it's because of achievements that I will check after the recording and see how many more I have to do, but it's pretty neat because I haven't actually 100%ed Soul Reaver before, and this is why I was a bit kind of sad the fact that I decided to play Blood Omen 1 before I played the PlayStation 5 version when it came to the PlayStation Store, because that version of Blood Omen, whilst it was, yes, it's the same as like any version of Blood Omen, it's the fact that it actually forced me to do things that I never done before, to just get all the trophies, to 100% it, which I appreciate it. Like the game made me find new things that I never knew before. And it was a fun journey, a fun experience. And again, with Soul Reaver 1, you can save it anytime you want. Also, the game remembers like things that you do, so it remembers that that guy is down there. He's always going to be down there now. Same with like weapons and stuff like that. I've left like a spear at the edge of that Lake of the Dead. It's going to still be there when I get back to it, which is pretty neat if you ask me. These guys, that guy respawns. I don't know why there was two of them here, but there was. Now this will act as a third kill. Let's just get another one of these spears. You know what? I guess I'll just show off that hint thing, because why not? It's a thing in the game. There. It basically show that, say, you can pick that up. I don't need it because I kind of know what I'm doing. And you can also throw these, so you can, well, I can aim it, I can throw it out of the world, which, let's not. Or you could just throw it forwards and stick it in the wall there, telekinesis it back to me, and then get another stealth kill. I can literally javelin throw this to this enemy and kill him in one, but I think I get an achievement for being sneaky and instant killing him. I might get it for this other dude as well, if I just... Oh, the other dude is not there. Interesting. Let's activate this warp gate. My objective is investigate my clan territory. Yes, you can't save during like a cutscene, say. Oh, I think he might spawn back because the music's changed. That's something else. This game had dynamic music. What do I mean by that? What I mean by that is the game will just naturally change music into like combat encounters like this. Oh, he was a bit smarter, that dude. Right. I wonder if that means all the others are spawned. Yes. So if I just let loose, and if you unimpale them, they you know, they do that. They come back. Give me that. This is going to act as number 4, I believe. So that's number 4. Ah, it's because I annoyed him that he's just like, I wonder if this will reset him. He might legit still be over there. He's still over there because he's still a bit angry at the fact that I killed him like that, but you know what? Let's just get this over and done with. Burn. I'm gonna leave the spear there because why not? Something else. This game originally had a night and day cycle, which I technically never knew about, and I am just I just want to like stealth kill this guy. Again, the only reason why I'm doing this is those sweet, sweet achievements. I can literally just do this at any other point, I suppose, but I want to just try and get as many of these kills now. Now, last time he heard me coming for some reason. I don't know why. Got him that time. Just to put it back, because like these guys in this area do reset, but like if I did spear them, oh, he's respawned as well. If I was going to spare these dudes... This is just to make double sure. I'm pretty sure I've got the trophy, but... Just to say it in stone. Does this mean this guy's going to respawn again? Because this might be a backwards and forwards. What was I trying to say? Oh yeah, there's a night and day cycle to the game. That was initially supposed to be part of the game, but they do. Right, okay. So I think I've got like 2 or 3 stealth kills so far. I don't mind stealth killing this guy all the time. Again, this is just something to do. It's some trophies. And who doesn't like the full sense of achievement in life? Raziel really is a ghoul. Love that kind of like blade, kind of like dissolve effect. Them just burning away into embers. Right, that's number 3 and number 4. That guy spawned in again. To be fair, I think I have to absorb. Well, I'm gonna literally get 100 souls during this playthrough, but in this playthrough it said that like you have to get, for an achievement, kill 100 and absorb 100 souls. Oh, look at that. It's kind of like a little bit of a kind of exploit, but it's mine to have. Didn't work that time. Right, this time I am going to progress onwards. I can do it at a later date. There'll be other opportunities. I'll make my point actually. So that guy over there you go. Impaled him. He's incapacitated, he can't move. His soul is gonna have like a little 10-second in the world thing before it goes away. If I come back to this area, he's still gonna be there. In a strange way, I'm gonna make a Resident Evil reference now. So that guy's kind of going to become a sort of crimson head. So if I go into the spectral realm, his wraith spirit will be in the world. The wraith spirits seem like they would have been like dangerous foes, but they're not really. They're not really that dangerous at all. Maybe for a first time playthrough, they might be, but like for me, nah. Right. Oh, open the door. Ooh! That guy is just literally gonna be over there. Oh! Well, I tried. Maybe I can try this time. Yeah! No, didn't work. Yes, so there's going to be little bits in the world that can be interactable and like get new things from. There's a lot of like fireplaces as well to light your torches and such. Just going to move this over here for later. For a bit later, because there's, as you can see, there's some stuff in the world, like that thing there. Very interesting, huh?
Utter desolation. My once proud kin wiped from this world like excrement from a boot. I knew the hand that wrought this deed.
Was it Santa Claus? No. It was bad Santa Claus. Kain, my boy. Stay there whilst I absorb your brother's soul. Ooh, actually, let's show off the warp gate. We're not going to go to the underworld because that dissolves us. Oh, actually, I can show off like all the. You can see all the gates from the get-go, but you can't go through them obviously because you need to unlock them first. But it's kind of showing you that there's multiple things in this world, and half these gates, a lot of people have never actually been to before who play this game. Right. Aha, I see. So the trade-off is you can't take your weapon with you. Yes. Forgot about that little fact. I was going to use the spear to skewer this guy over here. Because I decided I'm going to skewer him again. I guess that's a no-no. Alright. Yep, I know you spotted me. And what? What are you gonna do about it, huh? Nothing. I'm gonna go all the way back over here a little bit to reset you. Hopefully. Yeah, another one of those swirly things is down there. So the game, I guess you can kind of class Soul Reaver as kind of a bit of a Metroid. Like, yeah, like a Metroidvania-ish type kind of thing. Ah, yeah, I left this. Oh, so much for my thing of the. You could skewer from a spear and he will stay there, speared. I guess not in this little stretch of land here, which I guess is the overworld hub. But you can definitely do that with. Trust me, you can definitely do it in the like some of the other areas of the game. Right, I think I just need to do it one more time. But again, after I finish my record here, I'm going to check the achievement list. So let's actually get this guy. I don't know how close I have to be to him. Clearly not that close. Right. Let's go back to Raziel's clan territory. And let's continue onwards. Investigate the the clan territory. Oh, there's something here as well. Maybe not up here. There is something in here overall, because it's like there's 2 health power-ups and an eldritch energy power-up as well. It's interesting going for all the eldritch and health power-ups, because I'm pretty certain I haven't never like 100%ed it like that in this game. I need to throw. Oh, actually, I can sneak on this guy. But you know what I'm going to do? Into the body of water. Some kind of poetic justice. Burn. Oh. I kind of prefer impaling, if I'm honest. That's just my kind of style. Follow me. I wonder if he can go out of his area. This guy is going out of his area, he's going down into the water, so this is number 3, if I don't include the abyss guy. Some kind of poetic justice that is. Ooh, hello. As Raziel said, their wounds heal as soon as they've been like opened. So what's this, number 4? I think this is number 4. Follow me. I think the spear just... Oh, it's still there. I thought it just was going to fall through the floor then for a second. Yeah. Let me absorb your soul, or eat it. I think the floor might have... the floor has taken the spear. It's fine, we'll find another weapon. There's actually a weapon right there. Ooh, that guy's on a patrol. He's gonna spot me, I know it. So, let's not even try to sneak around that dude. My walk speed is not as fast as theirs. Well, my sneak speed. Watch him turn around when I actually get to him. Oh, I actually did catch up and get him. It's nice. Right, I think I might have got like all the stealth kills, because I'm presuming the stealth kills are just like that one hit impaled. Whoa. Hello, you. I am fanboying out a little bit. This looks great, in my opinion. For other people, like my brother who first saw like the reveal trailer, he was like, ugh. But for me, I do like the look of it. But I am a fanboy when it comes to this series. I'm completely biased. And a lot of Legacy of Kain fans are.
No! Please!
I didn't recognize these flayed racks of flesh. Their scent was vampiric. They gnawed upon their victim's carcass like dogs.
Right, you vampires. Like even these dudes, I won't spoil who they are right now, but they look pretty good. Alright, you'll get your turn. It's kind of got like a face in his chest. And there's a reason for that as well. But Raziel's going to get into it. Right. Vampire Hunter's right there, but if you leave him alone, he unlocks a secret.
This charnel house bore the unmistakable marks of Melchiah's clan. To what depths had our dynasty plummeted if these ghouls were the descendants of my high-born brother? Were they so debased as to recruit fledglings from the desiccated corpses here interred?
Right, so, yeah, with Vampire Hunters, if you don't attack them, they will initially try to attack you, but if you just ignored them, it'll unlock a trophy later on. Because I know that there's a trophy for it, because I've seen the trophy list. For certain secret that many people didn't realise was in the original game. Because the original game was heavily changed. It was supposed to be like this huge epic, but it had to be cut down. It still is an epic, but it was bigger at one point. And then they had to get paid. So they had to release the game at a certain date.
My brother Melchiah was made last, and therefore received the poorest portion of Kain's gift. Although immortal, his soul could not sustain the flesh, which retained much of its previous human frailty. This weakness, it seemed, was passed on to his offspring. Their fragile skins barely contained the underlying decay.
And they could also burrow, it would seem. But yes, they are taking the skins of the dead and their victims and like sewing it into themselves to keep their corpses. It's pretty badass detail if you ask me. These fledglings have no chance. Burn. This series. I wonder if the camera's going to do the thing. So they kept this in the game, huh? Nice. That kind of like whoosh down the stairs. Classic. I thought I was going to have to move the camera around then because the camera control has changed a little bit. Again, as I said before, in the original game you could not look upwards. Right, I think I threw 4 of them into water, but there's water right here as well. So, typically to look upwards, instead of doing the camera thing, you'd hit the R2 button. Right, let's get you into place. That's you in place. These are like burial mounds. Come here. Burn. Oh yeah, sometimes the souls get stuck a little bit on geometry, so this one might just disappear. It's putting up a fight, but it's not... There we go, got it eventually. Whoa. Yep. This has always been a bit kind of dicey, this bit. The water looks like it's less murky than it did in the PlayStation 1 version, so I can actually see into it. And I can see farther with the draw distances of this game as well. That's just a little... Into the water you go. That might class as me throwing him into the water, because his foot hit this... Literally hit the smallest bit of puddle, and then he was done for. Oh, actually, I think I have to wall spike a few of these dudes as well. It might be wall spike or just impale. I cannot recall. Right, here we go. This is going to shot the wraiths because that guy is dead somehow. Right, let's shift.
Beware, Raziel. These wraiths are vampire spirits, fettered too long in the spectral realm. When their vampire natures adapt to this plane, they become eaters of souls. Do not allow these spirits to re-inhabit their corpses.
I guess they're supposed to be kind of like super dangerous enemies, but they're really not. They're kind of like the ring wraiths almost a little bit. With a bigger health pool. If they do hit you, they will start sucking your soul. But as you can see, they're actually very easy to handle. Or maybe I've just played this game too much. Another possibility, if you ask me. Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention there's an abundance of block puzzles in Soul Reaver 1. There's like 1 or 2 in the second game, but like in Soul Reaver 1, this is Lara Croft's fault, by the way. Block puzzles were kind of like the thing of the late 90s. Yeah, it's just one of those things. But like it's an older game, it has a pass. Yes, it has a pass. Deal with it. Ooh. I actually generally thought I missed that then. So the weight and the counterweight will keep shifting, and that's exactly what you have to do there, because like if I shift, that has no kind of weight to it, but I have to actually, you know, get there, back up there, shall I say. How do I do that, you might ask? Y with this block, of course. And then if I just push this down, boop. Oh, an advanced vampire who's a wraith, as well as a vampire who can absorb my soul if I'm not quick enough. This guy's going to be sneaking up on me. Yep. It's funny because the Melchium here are actually weaker than the Dumoium. But the Dumoium are kind of like nomads for a very particular reason that the game will get into later. Hang on, wait your turn. You know what? I don't need that spear anymore, you keep it. Get up there. Oh, no, come on. It's a soul. Get up there. I don't really need to shift like that, I just did for some reason. I just realised I don't actually have to. Alright, so because I'm in the spectral realm, I actually have no weight because I'm basically like a ghost kind of figure. A wraith. That's how you get across. What would you know? Puzzles. Give me that. The classic tale of revenge and block puzzles. Oh, wrong button. I was actually instinctively hitting the wrong button then to like turn the camera around because I'm used to it. So you didn't have full control of the camera, but if you held down L2 and R2, it would actually like rotate the camera. That's what you could do in the first game, apart from in certain areas, but in this one, it's free control, baby. Yes, back up here, push that down, go down. Pretty good, we're making progress. Find out where I can go with my newfound abilities of just being unable to die and able to shift between realms. I must have my vengeance on Kain and my brothers. Okay, that happened. I threw it for some reason. Ooh, I don't know if the soul's gonna get me. Oh, it is actually. Hey, nice. Give me that rock. The amount of things you can bash with a rock. that's actually a torch. How convenient. Ooh. Give me that. I prefer the staffs. I wonder if he's going to walk into the fire. He did! Yes, see, like, the AI, as I said before, the AI, it's not exactly the smartest thing in the world. It can be, in certain games, but not this one. But in spite of it, I still love this series. As you can tell. It would only make sense because Raziel said this place bore the markings of my brother Malchiah, that we are on the way to meet Malchiah. Wouldn't you say so? I'd say so. Oh, yep, again, vampire hunters, don't hit them whenever you see them, because they need not be enemies. In the first game, vampire hunters in other games hit all you like. But there's a vampire hunter right up there that we're just gonna ignore. And look at that, he's actually praising us. So yeah, if you don't kill them, they will begin to praise Raziel, and if you want, you can take a little bit of their soul by siphoning it, but not killing them. If you accidentally siphon their soul too much, they will die. In one go, that is. Right, I'm just going to pause it. I'm actually going to check the achievement list real quick. Okay, so I've got a few achievements that I've not done yet. So apparently it's not 5 kills, it's 10. So I have to do 10 kills on 10 stealth kills, 10. I've already done the 10 impalements, but I've got to get wall spikes. I've got to kill 10 enemies with wall spikes, throw 10 enemies into a body of water, and do a few more of the walk right behind them and do that stealth kill maneuver. So it's all things that I will be doing. I'm going to get around to it. Again, it's the novelty of these trophies that make me just want to play the game over and over and over. I've been out of love with achievements since I know exactly what it was. It was the MCU. The MCU. The Master Chief Collection. The MCC. That's the thing that did it in for me. Because the MCC was too much. There was like 5,000 gamer score, and it was just like, it was too much. And one of the achievements didn't unlock. It was like find terminals. It just, yeah, it glitched on me, and I never forgave it for that reason. Right. The actual achievement that I wanted to see, I didn't actually see, so I'm just going to have a look again. Right, okay, so I've not got the trophy that I want just yet. I think I have to get to a certain part in the game before it unlocks. So the vampire hunters are worshipping me as a kind of like unholy avenger, something like that, I suppose you could say. But, and this is a thing, I think I have to actually have actual human citizens worship me for this trophy to pop. To tick it off the check mark list. Oh yes, I remember these. I remember this bit very well. The timber burns really quickly in this game, doesn't it? Very quickly indeed. It's holding up the platform and it's going to crash down very, very suddenly and violently after this fourth and final wooden stand is burnt away. So let's burn it. One more push. Such a violent slam into the ground. Some of these puzzles are not too clear, but you have to just push these over here until you hear the click. There's a Malkaim above me or somewhere. I can't see him. Now, the final one. This way. Into the deep, dark places of the world, where you find the most disgusting of scum.
Show yourself, creature.
Do you not recognize me, brother? Am I so changed?
Melchiah?
Yes, brother. You should have stayed where the Master sent you, Raziel. You will find Nosgoth less pleasant than you remember.
What has become of my clan? Answer me, little brother, or I will beat an answer from your horrid lips.
Everyone is afraid, sibling. You awake to a world of fear. These times of change are so unsettling. Do you think I feel no revulsion for this form? Do you believe for a moment that our Lord would risk his empire upon an upstart inheritance?
Enough riddles. What are you saying?
You are the last to die.
Oh, am I? Let's fight! Right, I'm pretty sure that's an achievement as well, hit him in the back like that. I'm not sure. I might want to go. Oh, it might be actually. As you can see, eating him does nothing. In fact, it makes him happy. What are you gonna do? Woo. Right, Malkaya. Bring it on. Right, I died on purpose.
Beyond the ruins of your former stronghold, and above the gardens of the dead, your brother Malkaya waits.
Yeah, that's something else. If I ever get lost in this game, you can just come back to the Elder God, and the Elder God will tell you the general, like, place that you need to go to. Right, I'm just going to see if I actually got an achievement now, to see if I actually hit him in the back, so I'll be right back with you. The answer was yes. It was called Backstabber. Haha. But anyways, there's also, like, a trophy for going into a boss arena fight and then leaving and coming back. How you leave arena fights, you die, pretty much. Involve a bit of backtracking, but you know what? I don't mind doing a bit of backtracking. Come here. Soul. Soul of the underworld. Oh, in fact, this is perfect. I need to get more of these guys into the water. I know I have to jump upwards, but oh yeah, if they heal a bit too fast, they will wrestle themselves away from your grip. Throw you down that. Just gonna throw the other guys onto spike walls because I need to do that as well. Where did his soul go? It vanished before I could get it. Raziel's a real-time shadow now, which might throw me for a loop a little bit because I was really kind of hoping it would keep the circle, because like there's a perfect circle, because in the PlayStation 1 era shadows, believe it or not, were hard to like do. So the circle that's underneath you will basically say Raziel's here in 3D space, but I don't have that now. I have a real-time shadow, baby, because of that HD upgrade. Okay. Yeah. Let's just impale you. Spike wall. You want some too? Go on then, have some. Oh. Nosferatu ass motherfucker. That one. Die. Oh, come on. It's completely bloodied up. There we go. Getting some spike kills. I'm throwing them into a pond. Ooh, I don't think I can return from that safely, so let's just do this. You stuck on the wall? It's stuck on the wall there. It's gonna hit me. Yeah. If I hit X, I can do like a dodge spin thing. It's over here. I can throw more of these dudes into the water though, can't I? I guess not. They don't want to wake up and play. There'll be a guy over there. There's not a guy over there. Ignore what I'm saying. I'm certain there's no wall spikes in this room. Sometimes there's like shields. Hey. Burn. Okay. Let's get back to Malkaya. Beta answer from his hideous lips as to where Kain is.
Welcome, brother.
I love the fact that he's. I didn't even realize before. I knew that like he had like a person attached to his arm, but I didn't realize that his toes were just like legs of his victims. It's a cool, very cool detail. Something else about the Soul Reaver games: the boss battles. They're kind of like more kind of like puzzle encounters. So it's not like a straight up fight against them. You can't really do that because, surprise, surprise, they'd win. But if I trick him, Malkaya has the ability to shift through gates. But he's not that smart. He ain't that smart indeed. It looks cool though, I have to admit. It's probably one of the best designs. My favourite battle is the fourth brother. We'll get to him when we get to him. Alright. Laugh it up, because you're going bye-bye.
Tell me, Malkaya, where can I find Kain?
The Master is beyond your reach, Raziel. He makes himself known when he sees fit, not when commanded. I'm released.
Done well, Raziel.
Am I reduced to this? A ghoul? A fratricide?
Elevated, Raziel, not reduced. Consuming Malkaya's soul has endowed you with a new gift. Insubstantial barriers such as these are no impediment to you in the spectral realm. Will yourself to pass through, and you shall.
Yes, I can now phase through gates in the spectral realm. Just as Malkaya could. So I've absorbed his ability, I suppose, by consuming his soul. Which is a neat little trick, don't you reckon? Looks pretty cool as well. Oh, a little detail as well. In the original PlayStation, so they did the same with like the Tomb Raider things. My DualSense controller's been a bit funny. It's like moving me forward where I don't want to be. In the Tomb Raider... Can Raziel stop moving forward? In the Tomb Raider remasters, in the like newer graphics mode, you could see Lara have like actual lip sync, like facial movements and stuff like that. Whereas in the original PlayStation games, like they got around it by just having the heads bob up and down to simulate talking. They have some kind of like lip sync for this remastered version of the game, which I do appreciate greatly. I don't think it's lip sync for every character. I think I've seen the next brother encounter, and the next brother does not lip sync, but I think there's a reason behind that I'm going to get into later when we get to the next brother. Oh damn it, I could have sneaked up on him. Oh well. Now, I said before that like this game is kind of like a Metroid-ish kind of game, Metroidvania, and let me chat about that after this cutscene.
Return to the sanctuary of the clans, Raziel. Melchiah's soul has endowed you with the means to gain entry. Beware, however. This hollow derelict is abandoned, but not uninhabited.
Right. So saying, it's kind of like a Metroidvania-ish kind of thing, this game, because there are a lot of areas that you can go to that are additive to the experience. They're not essential, but they're additive.
These artifacts enhance your stamina, enabling you to prolong your material manifestation. Gather 5 to complete the emblem, and thereby augment your strength.
I literally don't need to do that, but I am going to do it because trophies. The Necropolis. Now, it says that there's 2 health power-ups to find, so if I just pick that, that's 1. Oh yeah, I'm gonna like go into kind of a bit of a frenzy if my controller keeps moving me forward. So I've got 1 out of 2 in this area, so the game is kind enough to tell me like certain areas that have them, certain areas that don't. I will be collecting all of them throughout the journey. Because I'm kind of gonna complete everything in this game. Everything that it has to offer. And this is something that a lot of people kind of missed out on when first playing the game, because this is completely optional. You don't need to come to this area any way whatsoever. But this is a glyph shrine, so you might have noticed that there's 6 empty spots on this like glyph wheel. They completely scrapped this idea in like the second game, but for this one you have this room. It's like, ooh, what do I do? Guy with eyes sewn shut and like a big brain. It seems kind of refractory to me. It's just, oh, you don't actually lift them, you just push them with the square button. Or the X button on Xbox. the camera kind of clipped out the walls a little bit. So like they have made this game to be 16 by 9. It was initially like a 4 by 3 ratio, but that's the reason why I hate the fact that that's happening with this controller. I might have to revert back to my original default controller because it's really bugging me. That looks like a little clip through the floor there as well. Oh well, it's not all perfect, I suppose, in like remasters, but like it's kind of like they've done their best to like kind of like set this game to a 16 by 9 format, and yeah, this controller's going. There you go, it's doing that now. I'm not touching anything. Ooh, I do not like that. Right, I'm going to be swapping over controllers really quickly. Okay, I'm back. Let's just see how it feels. Right, so I'm actually playing with my original DualSense controller from when I first bought my PlayStation 5 in 4 years ago in 2020. God damn, how time flies, huh? The reason why I wasn't using this one originally is the right trigger, R2 button, is kind of a little bit, kind of like not feedbacky anymore. Like it's a little bit loose, if that makes sense. So the haptic feedback doesn't work as well on it, but it looks like the control responds to my inputs, and that's what I like. Now let's get this force glyph.
Once acquired, these glyphs empower you with elemental lore. Each spell exacts a sacrifice of energy, however. Use them sparingly and wisely.
Right, but I can use them at any point in the game. That's weird though, when I hit. You expect to hit left to like go to it, but like hitting left turns right. So if I hit right, it turns left. That's weird. Right, okay. So it's a little new ability. Raziel has quite a few. I've got 2 Eldritch Energies. I can increase that throughout my journey. Oh, I keep doing it. Right, so the force glyph menu might take some getting used to. Was there anything else I wanted to talk about whilst I was in this room? I forgot what I was chatting about earlier. Oh yeah, that area, they did their best with what they have here. You can't use Eldritch Energy in the spectral realm. It's only in the material realm that you can use those kind of things. Yeah, it's a 16 by 9 format, so the world is a little bit glitchy when the camera is involved, and they are using a stable 60 frames per second frame rate here as well. And this is an area that I can't go to yet because I've not got a certain ability. But anywho, the first brother's down, Malkaya. Now we have to go to the Sanctuary of the Clans because the Elder God has just told us that we have the means now to actually go and infiltrate the Sanctuary of the Clans, and maybe Master might be within. We're gonna have to find out if Kain's there. Burn, bitch. And you know what? If I can throw them in, I'm throwing them in. Getting those trophies. This is a trophy hunt as well as a playthrough of one of my favourite franchises of all time. It's definitely my top 3. I don't know. I don't know how I'd rate my. There's so many good franchises. Though there's like the Devil May Cry games. There's the Resident Evil games. I think I've said in the past that ultimately I would choose them as my favorite. Capcom's my favorite developer, but 3 of my favorite franchises are the Legacy of Kain, Mass Effect, and The Witcher. They're all bloody good in my books. Look at that guy sneaking up on me. No, get away from me. What are you trying to do? Trying to sneak up on me? Ooh, he's doing some damage. Yeah, didn't expect that, did you? So I think this is number 4? Oh, the thing about the spike walls is that can happen at times quite a bit. You think you've got them onto the wall, but the answer is no, you haven't. If I just line up like that, there we go. That's more like it. Oh, yep. Don't have to use that door, we can just shift through it because it's see-through. I'm glad that I don't have the compass on. I was debating whether or not to have the compass, but ultimately there's no real point. It's kind of, I'm gonna say it, useless for a game like this. It's also useless is holding my soul suck ability here because it's not actually hitting those guys. There we go, that's more like it. Right, let's try and throw another one into the water. Oh look, it's nighttime. The environment's changed. So yeah, that day-night cycle as I was talking about. Yeah, keep burning. But yeah, this game does have a day-night. Who'd have thunk it? Yeah, you know what? I am gonna do it. I'm gonna go back here. I'm gonna go for the trophies of stealth kills, water kills, and spiked wall kills. Get 10 of them out of the way. The souls will sort themselves out with like devouring 100 souls in a playthrough. That's easy. I'm putting the effort in now to get these tasks out the way. That you won't see my progress with it, unfortunately, because I don't have the trophies popping in. But I'll tell you if I got them or not, because I am going for 100% for all of this. It's interesting, this day-night thing, because this was like a feature that was, I didn't even know, I don't think many people knew, but like it was apparently something that the developers themselves wanted it in the game, but it had to be cut. They just didn't have the time limit, unfortunately. Gimme. If I just look at this, right, yeah, I know where the other one is. I might not know where every single one of them is though, if that makes sense. It's a little detail as well. I like how the world will warp and shift with you. In fact, I would have said it in my original playthrough, but like the original title for this game was called Shifter. It had nothing to do with the Legacy of Kain, but then Crystal Dynamics, they, after a few legal battles with Silicon Knights, they had the right for the Legacy of Kain franchise, so someone made the call, like, just incorporate the Legacy of Kain name into the Soul Reaver franchise. Ooh, I wonder if I can burn this guy. Or if the fire's just gonna say, hey, I'm here, I'm behind you. Watch this be the most stupidest stealth kill of all time. Don't tell me this can work. Oh, it works! You're kidding me. You can actually do that. Okay. Okay! Still need to get the impales. I'm just going to throw that down there for now. Still need to throw some folks into water. I need to get spike wall kills. I need to sneak into here to get a spear. It's interesting that there is a day-night though. Soul Reaver 2 does not have a day-night cycle. I'll say that much. To be fair, I could probably cheese it by saving it and redoing it over and over and over, and like it'll count. Ah, you son of a gun. Give me your soul. Let me reset you boys. Reset himself. Yeah, day-night, interesting. Will that have a different effect on the cutscenes? I wonder. Not the dialogue, but the actual like lighting of the scene. This is a side note that many people have already talked about, but Soul Reaver 1 was like one of the first like zero load screen kind of games. You could technically go from the beginning of the game all the way to the end of the game without seeing a single load screen, apart from the initial like start menu one. It's just a neat little thing. Does that reset this guy? It has. Right. This guy's a bit temperamental. He seems to sometimes be hit no problem. Sometimes he dodges. Didn't dodge that time though, did he? That's a big chunk of Eldritch energy. So yeah, as you can see, I've got 2 Eldritch energies. The shift is free of charge. You can shift at any point you want in the game. In fact, one of the cut abilities was the fact that you could shift at will, but that was cut from the game. You have to have like a spectral warp point to come back into the material realm by the Elder God. That force, I think it's called think it's just the force glyph, like force push. That costs 1 energy, and as you can see I have 2, so I can shoot off 2 of those before having to do it again. Let's see how far I am with my progress. Right, so apparently I've got my not stealth kills, but I've impaled a lot of folks. I've set on fire quite a few folks. My brain just stopped then for a second whilst I was thinking about it. And I've thrown a lot of folks into water, so I've got those trophies. It's just I think I have to get 1 more stealth kill and then throw a few more guys onto wall spikes, which is... Wall spikes are harder to throw onto than you might think. You have to be in like a certain position for them. But I've got that to do yet, so I am going to get on to it right now. This guy. This guy should be the last of the stealth kills, which I will be pausing the game again. I apologize, but I'll be doing it again just to see if I got it or not. But I feel like I might have got it just now, but I'm just gonna check. So bear with me. The answer was yes, I got it. So that's that done. Now it's the spike wall, where there's the 2 fledgling Melchirim that I can just beat them up and throw them onto those spikes. But I think I have to do it like 2 more times. Because I think I've done it 3 times already. You need 10, so... Let's get over there and get it done. And then let us venture into the Sanctuary of the Clans. Oh, I actually went the wrong way. Interesting. You can, well, I guess you can do that at times. Yeah, so I was supposed to be going downwards, not upwards. So it's just in here that I have to go. Interestingly enough, I don't have to deal with that guy anymore. I can just bypass him, because he's not of importance. These guys are, though, because I need to throw them onto a spike wall, which that was not a spike wall. That is. Ah, yes. Nice. That's 1, and that's a 2. Thank you very much. Stealing my supper. You'll find that I don't use that dodge move too much. It's just not really my style. I should, but I just don't. I don't even really use it in Soul Reaver 2, if I'm honest. Alright, let's just go in here. This should reset the enemies by going this far. I'm gonna go back into that room. Because I can, that's why. I need to max out this playthrough 100% 100%, baby. So let's do it. Let's go for it. Ooh, they are alive. I thought they were dead then. Yes. Ooh, a nice kill. Oh! You think you can take on me? Right. Let's absorb that soul. He burns away in a dissolve, and I just pause the game to see if I've got it. I don't have it yet. So, you know what? Instead of doing that, let's just go the other way instead. See if this resets them. I don't think going from this room to the other is going to reset them. But if I go down here, it might. Because the game is constantly... It's kind of constantly loaded in the other areas and deleting the areas behind me, if that makes sense. I think that's the case with every single goddamn video game that I've just described there that uses 3D environments. But trust me, there we go. So that has reset the enemies in this room. Let's pick you up, throw you. No, you don't. You wait your turn. Now, you die. And watch the nice pretty dissolve. I pause and then I just check. And yes, I got it. Very good. Now, so with like the last fight was literally, it said one of the trophies / achievements was was Malkaya, hit him in the back, and I achieved that. There should be some kind of like things to do with the other two boss fights that I'm gonna be getting into, and the next one that I'm about to hit is going to be kind of like a certain challenge, let's say, that I'll get to it. I'll do the challenge, but first let's actually go back to my clanging territory, the Raziel fortress, because I've got my shift ability that I can do something with. So again, this game is kind of like a Metroid-ish kind of experience. So you can go back and reuse abilities to get into new areas that you didn't have before. As you can see, unlock all the secrets and such. Dodge. Maybe I should dodge more, but I just don't. Ooh, it might be going straight into daytime now. Like the dawn might be breaking. Give me that. Killed quite a few of these Dumarim. What's a few more, I say? Oh, that didn't kill him outright. I like the way that they die. If I just release. Just realised I'm playing Soul Reaver 1 with an analog controller. It's pretty something else actually being able to do this. I'm enjoying my time massively. Oh right, yeah, because I don't have enough energy. I was like, why can't I shift? Because I don't have the energy. This is the perfect place to do your force glyph, actually. I think if I do it... I'm royally messing this up, but if I do it here... it should... Right, so that is a twofer. And I think... that's an achievement. Just smash him. Yeah. I don't really have the means to destroy these guys. So let's just go on ahead. Did I mention how much I love this game? It's a pretty good game. You should play it.
Raziel.
Kain!
The Abyss has been unkind.
I am your creation, Kain. Now, as before, you criticize your own work. What have you done with my clan, degenerate? You have no right.
What I have made, I can also destroy, child.
Damn you, Kain! You are not God! This act of genocide is unconscionable!
Conscience? You dare to speak to me of conscience? Only when you have felt the full gravity of choice should you dare question my judgment. Your lifespan is a flicker compared to the mass of doubt and regret that I have borne since Mortanius first turned me from the light. To know that the fate of the world hangs dependent on the advisedness of my every deed? Can you even begin to conceive what action you would take in my position?
I would choose integrity, Kain.
Look around you, Raziel. See what has become of our empire. Witness the end of an age. The clans scattered to the corners of Nosgoth. This place has outlasted its usefulness. As have you.
The Soul Reaver, Kain's ancient blade. older than any of us and 1,000 times more deadly. The legends claimed that the blade was possessed and thrived by devouring the souls of its victims. For all our bravado, we knew what it meant when Kain drew the Soul Reaver in anger. It meant you were dead.
It meant Kain is going to mess me up. And, yes, he did. Right. Attack me. I shall return. But I think I should return in the next one.
With Melchiah's gift, your way is opened. Return to the seat of Kain's ill-omened empire. Its sterile silence has secrets yet to unveil.
Right. Okay then. I shall return to the Sanctuary of the Clans and confront Kain again in the next one. If you have been enjoying my any of my Legacy of Kain playthroughs, please do like and subscribe as always, and I shall be back next time with more of this fantastic remastering. Yes, I hope you have been enjoying, and I will see you next time. Bye!